Hey guys, it's Angie. Hope you guys have been doing well. Today I'm going to show you how to make really ridiculously easy bread. Now this is a bread that I love with like fresh curd, like a citrus curd or like a Nutella or like a jam. It's not something I personally recommend for a sandwich, not as a vehicle for a sandwich. Maybe a panini might do well, but it's a very soft bread. So you know, anything is possible, but I really like it with like Nutella and jam or like, you know, lots of thick curd. But anyways, what we have here, again, we're going to start off with the dry ingredients, and what I have in this bowl is 5 1/4 cups of bread flour. And it's really important that you use bread flour because it is specially formulated for bread, and it makes for a very lofty loaf of bread. And with that, I have 3 tablespoons of sugar and 1½ teaspoons of just regular fine salt and 1½ tablespoons of yeast, and you want to make sure they're rounded tablespoons. And then what I have in here is 2 cups of warm water from your faucet, or you could boil the water, but it's warm water from my faucet, and that's with 1½ tablespoons of oil, of canola oil. So first thing is first, what we're going to do is we're going to have our stand mixer, and if you can see in here, we have it fitted with a hook attachment. So we're basically going to have the stand mixer do most of the work, and what we're going to do is take our dry ingredients, and you are going to just slowly want to incorporate that with the wet. So let's do about 4 spoons of that just to begin with. And it's already been sifted, you guys, so make sure you sift it. And then just turn it on, or pour some water into it. And then just turn it on. And it's going to be a process of it coming together, but you don't have to worry like you do about cake batters or anything like that of over mixing, because you can develop the glutens here for bread, since it is for bread. Just make sure you don't go crazy with it, but it'll eventually come together, so don't worry about it. And what I like to do is I just put it on low speed, just so you know it has time to catch up to just incorporate together. After you're done doing that and letting that go for 5 minutes, what you want to do is you want to use kitchen spray or cooking spray, and I suppose you could use Crisco or more flour or cornstarch I've seen some people use, or powdered sugar. In the kitchen, it's super important that you do what's most comfortable for you. Just because it's been recommended to do a certain way doesn't mean that it's going to be comfortable for you or something that's, you know, that's going to work for you. So this is what works for me. So I have butter flavored cooking spray, and I'm just going to use it on my countertop and be generous with it, and just dump this out onto your surface. And this right here is how it came out straight from the mixer. I didn't do anything to form it into a ball of dough or anything. And you want to kind of mist your hands as well. And you just want to keep moving it around. And you just want to, you know, turn it around, and then you just want to press your palm into it. Turn it around and press your palm into it. And it's not as tacky as most doughs as I've worked with, which is why I'm sharing this recipe with you, because this one's super easy. It comes together really well, and it's not like you have to do so much of the work. Like I said, the stand mixer is your best friend in this recipe. Just keep turning it around, and if you need to spray some more, just keep spraying. And then just put your palm into it and move it around like that. And then basically what you want to do is take a pizza cutter, or if you have like whatever. I have a pizza cutter. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut it, because this is going to actually make 2 loaves of bread. And they don't have to be perfect. I mean, just kind of eyeball it. If it's not, you know, just take out a little bit and put it in there. And then basically what you want to do is, like, you have like a can of something. You're going to form it like that in your palms and then smoosh it. And you want it to be round. And the same for this one as well. You want it to be predominantly circular. Okay, and then what you're going to want to do with these little dough ball babies are you're going to put them on a baking pan, a cookie pan or a cookie whatever, and you want to lay them on parchment paper or Silpat. And you want them to be covered in a dark area for about 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, and they're going to about double in size, and they're going to rise really nicely because of the yeast in there. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to score the top, and I'll show you how to do that before I put it in the oven, and it's going to bake for about 25 minutes. So I was really serious, you guys. This can be done within an hour. So after these have risen, I'll see you guys then. All right, so 2 loaves fresh out of the oven. They're still hot. But just a quick note, just to score the top like this so the steam can escape when it's baking, you just want to take a sharp knife, like a steak knife, and just dip it in water and just drag it, and then dip it in water again and just drag it again just to make that X on top. So again, these baked at 350 for about 25-30 minutes, and everybody's oven is different, like I always say. So just let them rest and let them cool, and you can just cut into it, and these are good. I've never had them for longer than 2 days, so I know I can at least guarantee that they'll be great for 2 days, but they're usually gone by then, so they may stay till 3 days, but like I said, no, this is all natural, and so no preservatives or anything like that. So pairs really nicely with fresh like citrus curd or like jam or Nutella. But anyways, hope you guys try this out. Super easy bread made within an hour, and hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I'll see you guys